This is a comprehensive video on all things dips. Whether you're using them for conditioning, strength, or even flexibility, the dip is one of those movements that is a very beneficial movement to include in the program. There's a lot of options of how you perform a dip, what muscle groups you're targeting, and also what you can use as a scale. When I program dips for our program, what I'm really saying is choose either a bar dip or a ring dip to be considered as prescribed. And when I say that, I'm also expecting people to perform the dip in a strict format, meaning that they are lowering their body under control and pressing themselves up without the use of any momentum. Any sort of momentum generated by a knee drive from the bottom of the dip would be considered a kipping dip, which is fine, but it takes some of the demand off of the chest and triceps as you're performing a dip. There's 2 techniques, 3 pieces of equipment, and 3 scaling options in this video. The first piece of equipment is going to be the bar dip. And the bar dip is just basically a static bar that's set up primarily performing dips. So 2 techniques that you can use, strict or kipping. And I default to strict because you're gonna get better muscular development, it's easier on your joints, and you better target the muscle tissues that we want to use. Now, kipping, on the other hand, is a more coordinated movement, and you can get more power output out of that movement because you're using your body in a coordinated manner to get the job done faster with more repetitions in a row. So there is pluses and minuses to both. There's 3 options for scaling, and the first one is actually a equipment option as well, which is a bench dip or a box dip. And this, don't underestimate this thing. This can be very difficult if you challenge yourself with it. Just set up a box or a bench at about 2 feet to 3 feet off the ground. And what you're going to do is press yourself vertically till you reach elbow extension. So when you go down, you want to go past 90 degrees. And when you come up, you want to be at full elbow extension. The second option for scaling is using a band across the rings or across the bar dip. And you can use a varying degree of band, whether it's a micro mini or whether it's an average band, but you still want to challenge yourself to reach a certain number of repetitions for a workout. So for example, if there's 21 reps per round for 3 rounds of dips, I would try to hit 7 reps in a row using that band. Now, if you can bang out 30 or 40 with the band, you're not challenging yourself enough. Lastly is the negative. This in itself requires a lot of shoulder stability and elbow stability to start and hold yourself at extension and then slowly lower yourself through the range of motion before you put your feet back on the ground. This is entirely beneficial, but should be limited to no more than 30 repetitions in a workout because it can create some pretty bad soreness. That's some choices for your dips, whether it's a strict kipping, bar dip, ring dip, or bench dip, and some scaling options to go with it. This is a tremendous movement because you're pressing in a plane that we don't often see. So you're gonna see some great muscle development, and it can help add in more pressing to your program without taxing the same functions. If you like this video, do us a favor, click like and subscribe below. We're always coming out with new content, and we'd love for you to see it.